There's a quiet chemical war happening on the surface of your bathtub at this very moment. Every drop of water that touches that acrylic or porcelain leaves behind microscopic mineral soldiers. Calcium ions, magnesium ions, dissolved iron, and traces of soap stearates all racing to bond with whatever surface they can find. They lock onto each other, they lock onto the tub, and within weeks they form an interlocking crystalline grid that no amount of ordinary wiping will remove. That yellow tint you see is not dirt in the traditional sense. It is a chemical structure. I am Mason, lead technician at Mason Pure Cleaning, and I've spent more than a decade restoring bathtubs that homeowners were absolutely convinced needed replacement. Tubs with yellow rings so deep the families had stopped using them entirely. Tubs that plumbers had quoted thousands of dollars to swap out, and in nearly every case, the surface underneath was completely intact. The damage was not physical, it was chemical, and chemistry can be reversed at the molecular level. What I am about to walk you through is the same controlled chemical reaction my professional restoration crews use. We are going to break down exactly why your tub yellows and how to fix it. By the end, you will understand the science well enough that you will never look at a yellow tub the same way again. Let us begin. Before we restore anything, we have to identify what we are actually fighting. Tub yellowing comes from three overlapping sources. The first source is mineral scale, primarily calcium carbonate left behind when hard water evaporates. Roughly 85% of American homes have some degree of water hardness. When that water sits on your tub and evaporates, the H2O leaves but the minerals do not. They precipitate out as solid, crystalline deposits bonded directly to the surface. The second source is soap scum. Traditional bar soaps contain fatty acid salts called stearates. When they meet calcium in hard water, they undergo a precipitation reaction. This produces calcium stearate, an insoluble waxy compound that bonds aggressively. This is an entirely new chemical compound that ordinary water cannot dissolve. The third source is body soil oxidation. Bath oils and sebum leave a thin organic film. When exposed to air and UV light from windows, it oxidizes and turns yellow. Now here is the part that matters for your material. Acrylic has a surface hardness measurably lower than porcelain enamel. Physical scrubbing creates microscopic grooves. The solution for both is the same principle. We use a mild acid in a controlled exposure window to dissolve the bond, then remove it before it attacks the substrate. Control is everything. Your first move is to dry the entire surface with an old cotton towel until it's completely arid. This single step will roughly double the effectiveness of everything that follows. Once the surface is dry, gather your materials. You will need plain white distilled vinegar, original Blue Dawn, baking soda, a microfiber cloth, and a cellulose sponge. Notice what is absent. No bleach, no ammonia. Bleach is counterproductive on yellow stains because it oxidizes the chemistry rather than dissolving the mineral bond. Into your spray bottle, pour 1 full cup of white vinegar, then add 4 to 5 drops of Blue Dawn. Swirl the bottle gently. Do not shake it. Shaking reduces efficiency. Here is what is happening. The acetic acid seeks out the carbonate group. The acid donates its hydrogen, the carbonate releases its bond, and the result is soluble calcium acetate, water and gas. That carbon dioxide is what creates the gentle fizzing you will observe. It is literally the sound of mineral deposits being chemically dismantled at the molecular level. The Dawn surfactants are equally important. When they encounter greasy body soil, they wedge themselves between the oil and the surface, lifting the oil into tiny suspended droplets. Without the surfactant, the acid would have to fight through that oily film. With it, the path is cleared and the acid hits its target directly, where cleanliness becomes content. Spray your prepared solution generously across the entire interior surface of the tub. Pay special attention to the waterline ring, the corners, and the area immediately around the drain, since these zones accumulate the heaviest deposits. You want a visibly wet coating everywhere, not a fine mist. Once the tub is fully coated, set a timer for exactly 30 minutes and walk away. This contact time is the most critical variable in the entire restoration. Less than 30 minutes and the acid has not fully penetrated the mineral matrix. More than 45 minutes, and you risk extended acid contact with sensitive surfaces, particularly older porcelain enamel. When your timer signals the end of the 30-minute window, the chemistry inside your tub has done remarkable work invisibly. The acetic acid has been quietly dissolving the carbonate bonds, converting solid mineral deposits into a soluble salt slurry that is now loosely clinging to your surface rather than bonded to it. The surfactants have been emulsifying the oily film, breaking it into suspended droplets. The deposits are essentially floating in a thin film of cleaning solution, waiting to be removed. This is where most homeowners would simply wipe the surface and call it finished. But there is one more chemical step. It is the activation reaction between baking soda and the vinegar still present on the surface. Sprinkle a thin, even layer of baking soda directly over the wet sprayed surface. You will immediately observe vigorous fizzing as the bicarbonate meets the remaining acetic acid. This reaction produces additional carbon dioxide bubbles, but more importantly, it does two things mechanically. First, the fizzing action physically agitates the loosened mineral slurry. Second, the bicarbonate itself is a mild abrasive at the microscopic level, soft enough to be safe on acrylic, but textured enough to lift residues that the acid alone could not dislodge. When that surface tension breaks and you see the bubbling cascade across the tub, you will understand why this method works. Allow the bicarbonate reaction to run for a full 5 minutes. During this window, the pH on the surface shifts from acidic to roughly neutral. This is actually a built-in safety feature of the technique. By the time you begin removing the residue, the surface chemistry has self-neutralized. Now take your soft microfiber cloth and begin wiping in slow, deliberate circular motions, working from the upper walls downward. You will notice immediately that the loosened material transfers to the cloth with almost no pressure required. There is no need to bear down, no need to grind. The chemistry has already broken the bond. Your role at this stage is simply to collect the loosened material and move it toward the drain. Rinse your cloth frequently. Once the entire interior has been wiped down, rinse the tub thoroughly with warm water. Watch the rinse water as it flows toward the drain. In the first pass, it will appear cloudy or slightly yellow, which is the visible evidence of every dissolved mineral and emulsified oil leaving your tub for good. Continue rinsing until the water runs completely clear, then dry the surface with a clean cotton towel. The result you are looking at now is not bleached, not masked, and not coated. It is genuinely restored. The original surface finish of your tub has been revealed. Run your hand across the bottom. That smoothness you feel is the actual acrylic or enamel making direct contact with your skin, possibly for the first time in years. Restoration is only half the work. The other half is preventing the same problem from returning. The single most effective preventative habit is drying the tub after each use. A small silicone squeegee kept in the bathroom will let you clear the entire interior surface in roughly 30 seconds. When water cannot evaporate, minerals travel down the drain rather than precipitating onto your tub. The second preventative strategy is a weekly maintenance spray. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water. Mist the tub lightly, allow it to sit for 5 minutes, then rinse. This dissolves deposits before they harden. The third strategy involves rethinking your bathing products. Liquid body washes produce dramatically less stearate residue than traditional bar soap. Switching can reduce soap scum accumulation by more than half. The fourth strategy addresses the water itself. If your home is in a hard water region, a whole house water softener represents the most comprehensive, long-term solution. Inline shower filters are also a great practical option. What I've shared with you today is the same protocol my technicians use on professional jobs, condensed into a method that any homeowner can execute with confidence. The chemistry is sound, the results are real. Apply this method to your tub this week, then come back to the comments and tell me your results. Subscribe to Mason Pure Cleaning for more restoration breakdowns. Your bathroom is a chemistry lab. Work with it.